women's club chicken legs and kale slaw.
This is an old school recipe. My grandma had given me all of her old women's club cookbooks, and they had these great old school recipes from the 60s and 70s. And this recipe is inspired by one of those. It's super simple. It's got just really easy ingredients that they always have at the grocery store. Maybe you have them in your pantry. Remember French dressing? A lot of us haven't had this in a long time. Comes in the bottle.
I love that you're bringing back this type of cooking. Like, so many community groups, you know, made little cookbooks, and they would sell them to try and make money for their organization of whatever it was. And the way people cooked in the 60s and 70s is so fun to return to.
Yes, these are great recipes. And got to say shout out to Milton, West Virginia. That's where we're from. And so these are Milton, West Virginia recipes. And then I've got equal parts of the French dressing and barbecue sauce. So you're getting this nice, smoky, tangy, sweet thing going on, because there's some good sugar in there. And then you get the smokiness of the barbecue sauce. I add some red wine vinegar to it to give it a little bit more tang. And then a couple cloves of grated garlic. And I've got my chicken legs here. I seasoned them with salt and pepper and then just browned them in the skillet. Now, if you wanted to skip the browning step, you could just hit them on the broiler at the end so that they get a little bit more color on them. But then you just dunk them in this sauce. They go into the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. And then you turn the oven up to 425. So that it gets more caramelization at the end. I've got some in the oven that are already done. Let me get them out for you. Oh, I just love this recipe.
It is so simple. It is so fun. I love it. Oh my God.
Check it out. See how nice and sticky
gorgeous.
They are? Yes, they're so good. It smells so delicious in here right now. I think, especially from that red wine vinegar, it just gives it that extra something that you want.
The extra, right, it bumps it up a bit. So what about the slaw? Let's get to the slaw.
So, you know, I love me a big salad. My Instagram followers will probably recognize this bowl. This is usually my personal size salad, and I call it my trough, and I just kind of eat out of it like a trough. But I'm doing a kale salad. I've got shredded carrots in here. I've got my kale. I've got shredded cabbage. And then for the dressing, I'm doing half Greek yogurt, half mayonnaise, a couple tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I'm going to put a little celery seed in it, which for me is the key to slaw dressing. I love celery seed in it.
Absolutely, to slaw and Bloody Marys, my friend.
Oh, yes. If I could go for a Bloody Mary, that sounds good. I'm going to put a little bit of honey in there because you need it to even the whole thing out, and some apple cider vinegar.
Gorgeous.
And then just whisk this together. This is the type of salad you can make in advance too, because that kale and cabbage is so hardy.
Right, it's so sturdy, and it'll be good for a couple of days. If you had extra, you could make like a Reuben with it, or you could serve it on different sandwiches or as a side with anything.
Yeah, and then I just pour it all right in here. And you could also do this with a bag of coleslaw mix and just add the kale to your coleslaw mix.
Yes.
Yeah, and a head of cabbage, it's like the workhorse. You can get so much out of that, and it's so inexpensive. This is a really inexpensive meal because those drumsticks are a lot less than buying chicken breasts as well. So I'm going to plate the whole thing up and have a really good lunch here. Iris is hopefully going to eat this. She is not always the biggest fan of my cooking. She's keeping me real honest.
She'll get there, honey. She'll get there. Don't you worry.
Hope so.
That is so gorgeous. Look at that.